Growing up, I grew up in a very modest family of six. I am last of four children, and you know what that means. I mean, it means a lot. It means that you got bullied a number of times, you got pushed over a number of times because, I had older siblings that, would always give you work to do and all that. My parents were very strict people. My dad was a military man, a very disciplined one, as at that. And my mom was a nurse, and she was the prayer warrior of the family. So she kept and held us together. And my dad was the kind of person who would, even before he gets home, 100 meters before he gets home, he honks. And by the time he gets to the gate must be opened, the fans must be off, the TV must be off. And it was a fun childhood, though. I learned a lot from my older siblings. So, yes, it was good. So my career journey has been an interesting one. After my first degree, from the University of Ghana, through my travels to the UK, I got a job at McVitie's, and McVitie's was where they made all the delicious biscuits, digestives, Jaffa cakes. And as a young girl in McVitie's, that was where I actually, started loving the concept of food and food manufacturing. And so I got a lot of inspiration from working from McVitie's, and I decided that I was going to toe that line of food. So I got back to Ghana to do my national service as a teaching assistant at the biochemistry department of the University of Ghana. And after that, I went back to the UK to do my master's. And I did a master's in food production management, which was a combination of food processing and business management. And while doing my master's, I got the opportunity to do my dissertation at Heinz. This was the biggest food manufacturing company in the UK. They had the biggest plant, and so I got the chance to actually understand and actually make baked beans and other products, baby products. So that's how my career journey has been like. So from there, from HJ Heinz, I moved back into Ghana, and in Ghana, first of all, I worked in the food industry, and it was Athena Foods, that was a company that processed fruit juices for export, solely for export. After Athena Foods, I joined the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority, where I was a food safety regulatory officer, and I learned a lot about, standards in the food industry, compliance in the food industry. And yes, at a point when I was in the FDA, that was when I decided that, let me go and follow my passion, because the passion and the calling had been so strong that at a point I just had to, put everything aside and go and focus on it. If I could go back in time, what would I change about my educational background? I think nothing. I actually set off wanting to be a pediatrician. I wanted so much to get into medical school. But unfortunately, or now I can say fortunately, I didn't make it into medical school. Not because I wasn't smart or I wasn't intelligent, but I think that sometimes life has a way of, closing some doors and repurposing your life. So if I should turn back the years, I would choose food again, because I'm so much in love with food, I won't go anywhere else. So talking about two unforgettable moments, one is a happy one. So we got on the brand, Akwaaba brand actually got on the flight, where they served Akwaaba snacks, which was cashews. And I had a couple of people for the first time take photos of the cashew product and send to me when they got off their flight that, whoa, is this you? Is this your product? I mean, I was 30 to 42,000 feet off the ground, and I got to enjoy my favorite Akwaaba cashews. And for me, that was a moment that I was very elated because, yes, I saw people knew the brand, people had experienced it, but for people to tell you that, look, you've done so well, you've gone this far, I think that was a very happy moment for me. So a sad moment for me would be when I lost my dad. So I had just had a baby for 4 weeks, exactly 4 weeks, and my mom was with me, supporting me with through the birth of like the new baby, and we had a call that my dad was not responding, so my mom quickly got prepared and went home. And there was a long break. I called back to check whether my dad was okay. He was in the hospital. He was back home. And my mom was very quiet on the phone. It was very chilly and said, he's gone. And I was like, he's gone where? He's like, he didn't make it. And I just thought, whoa, that's how fleeting and that's how, you know, and unsuspecting it was. And there was no sickness, there was no goodbye, there was nothing. So that would be my saddest moment so far.